Some things are so random. I was like, what? Why would they do this? But whatever the author put into that book, it worked. Hello, beautiful people. Today we're going to be going over my Kindle Unlimited Recs for you, but there is a caveat. It's going to specifically be some fall recommendations. So sit tight, get comfy, and let's enjoy. Okay, so the first book I'm going to go over is a book that I'm currently reading, and I am enjoying it so much. The vibe is so spooky and scary. It's going to be Immortal Dark. Now, Immortal Dark follows our main character, heir to a fallen house, who infiltrates the elite hidden university to uncover the truth behind her sister's disappearance. In a world ruled by vampires and human bloodlines, she's forced to live with her family's bound vampire. While all of this is going on, she finds herself becoming entangled in dark secrets, deadly politics, as well as a forbidden attraction. I would say in the beginning it was a little bit more slow moving, but now it's definitely picking up speed. I think typically when reading fantasy romance books that are spooky and scary, you don't really feel the atmosphere as much. Like when I was reading, When I was reading Nocticadia, it felt like in the beginning the atmosphere was very strong, but then as the book continued to go on, it kept kind of, I would say, dwindling in terms of atmosphere. I wasn't as interested as I had been in the beginning, but so far, being about halfway through with Immortal Dark, I am constantly in that feeling of kind of just like spookiness, fear, worry about what's going on, especially with the characters and the setting just is like a little bit more impactful. There are some things that I've noticed so far that are a little bit problematic for me, but it's nothing that would have me rating it below 3 stars. Next book that I'm going to recommend, it's been pretty popular lately. I would say I've been seeing it on a lot of different social media platforms, and it's going to be The Wolf King. This book follows Princess Aurora, who is set to marry for a political alliance, trapped in a life she doesn't want. On the eve of her wedding, she intervenes in a cruel werewolf fight, sparing a captured wolf and drawing the attention of a powerful alpha. He kidnaps her, or rescues her, and takes her to his rugged wolf clan territory, turning her world upside down. As war looms between humans and wolves, Aurora must navigate pack politics, as well as her shifting feelings for the pack alpha and the truth about her own agency and power. Now, I would say when I was reading this, it kind of reminded me of Under the Oak Tree, the web novel / webtoon turned into an actual novel. I would say when I was reading Under the Oak Tree, it kind of felt a little bit bland, especially because it took so long to pick up with what I was looking for within the story. But when it comes to The Wolf King, a lot of things that I typically found lacking in Under the Oak Tree, as well as other books when it comes to representation of more naive, like main female characters, The Wolf King seemed to have done it. The Wolf King did it actually pretty well. I found myself eager to flip the pages, and it was actually really entertaining. Whatever the author put into that book, it worked. I do plan on reading the second one, I'm just not sure when. Okay, this one may not be a surprise to some of y'all out there, but it's gonna be The Coven, The Cursed, and The Damned. This is a trilogy, but I'm going to be going over the first book in the series. I read this book, I think, around 1 or 2 years ago, but I remember when I was reading it, it was a whirlwind of a ride, and I know there are going to be some people watching who would enjoy it just as much as I did, even though it's not the most perfect book out there. So, The Coven, the first book in the series, written by Harper L. Woods, throws our main character into a world of dark magic, lies, and forbidden desire, much like Immortal Dark. Trained by her father to destroy the witches who ruin their family, Willow, our main character, infiltrates Hollows Grove University, a secret academy pulsing with power and danger. But when she catches the attention of a ruthless, magnetic headmaster Grey, her mission begins to unravel. As secrets of blood, betrayal, and destiny surface, Willow must decide whether to burn the Coven down or become the darkness herself. It sounds a little cheesy, I know, but it is so good. Some things are so random. I was like, what? Why would they do this? But it's good. It's kind of more on the side of being unique. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I did read The Cursed. It was good and just as random. Have not read The Damned yet. In fact, when I was reading it, or rather, in the past few years since I've read it, I forgot that there was going to be a third book. Okay, now here are some books that I'm in the middle of that you can find on Kindle Unlimited that have that kind of fall vibe. I kind of tried to include a little bit of a variety here. Next is a book that was on my October TBR, and I'm halfway through, so almost there. Hopefully will be done by the time this video goes up. It's going to be Babel, but for those of you who don't know, Robin Swift, an orphan, is brought to England to study at Oxford's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, nicknamed Babel. There, students use linguistics and silverworking, a form of magical translation, to power the British Empire's dominance. As Robin becomes more aware of Babel's exploitation of colonized peoples, including his own homeland, he's torn between loyalty to the institution that gave him everything and the revolutionaries who demand it all burn. Okay, so I'm currently loving this story as I'm reading it. It is a little hefty, like a lot of information to digest at once, and that is one thing I love about it though. It's kind of like a double-edged sword, so like it's overflowing with information, which is so cool, so neat. There's always such intent with what the author is saying. It's so meaningful and impactful. But then on the other side, it's just so much, if that makes sense. And maybe I'm lame for saying that, but that's just how it is. So I've been kind of just taking it in bite-sized pieces. I am listening to the audiobook as well as reading it for kind of like an immersive reading style, and it's been great. But yeah, it is like, I did find myself breaking it up with other books like Immortal Dark, just to mix it up for myself. The next book I'm really excited about, it's going to be Most Ardently. You can find it on Kindle Unlimited as well as in Barnes & Nobles. I'm not sure about other locations. So Most Ardently is going to be a queer retelling of Pride and Prejudice with a magical twist. In this version, Oliver Bennet is a transgender man living in Regency, England, where society and magic both have rigid rules. To protect his family's reputation, Oliver hides his identity until he meets Mr. Darcy, a wealthy and brooding man whose attraction to Oliver challenges everything he believes about and love. Okay. As secrets, social pressures, and magical politics collide. The P's are tripping me up today, I swear. Actually, no, all the words are tripping me up. As secrets, social pressures, and magical politics collide, Oliver must choose between safety and authenticity, and between duty and the chance to be loved most ardently for who he is. Okay, so I'm not super far in this book, but I have read enough to know that it reads so fulfilling, and, you know, they throw you into the world, and I'm here for it. It's been good. I'm loving it. Point blank period. Okay, the next book is also one that I have yet to finish, but that I did start. I'm a little bit further than halfway, perchance, probably. I think so, if I'm remembering properly. It's gonna be The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I did read V.E. Schwab's Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I did like it more, just off rip. I finished it, I kid you not, I think in like a day. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe like 2 days, a day and a half, whatever. But The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue was the first book I read of V.E. Schwab's. It was good. I'm here for it. It's just for me, it was a little bit more slow moving. I was like, oh, wow, no one remembers her? That's so sad. But then like, I was just stuck thinking that for like a good 100 plus-ish pages, because nothing, like, we're just traveling through her world. And then like, right when something interesting happened, they pulled me out of it. And I'd be like, please, no, like I wanna hear about this. Like, who is this guy that happened to remember her? But before I yap too much, let me tell you what it's about for those of you who haven't heard of it. So, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab follows Addie LaRue, of course, a young woman in 18th century France who makes a desperate deal with a dark god to live forever, only to be cursed to be forgotten by everyone she meets. For 300 years, such a long time, Addie drifts through history unseen, shaping art and stories in secret, until one day, in a small New York bookshop, a man remembers her name. A man? No, I'm joking. Okay, and just to list off a few more, just to throw some out there that you guys might enjoy. These are books that I didn't like that you may like. One is going to be Our Infinite Fates. 2 is going to be Honey Witch, and I'm so sorry for people who love these books. They just weren't for me. And Honey Witch, I tried so hard because the premise was so fucking cool. But then I'm reading it, and I'm like, why am I forcing myself, like, shoving this down my throat when it's not for me? So then I deaded it. I just kicked it out of my KU library, and I was like, on to the next. Okay, and then Our Infinite Fates, I did finish it. I did not DNF it. I finished it, forced myself. The only story I liked within it was like the very last one. Okay, To me, it felt like the author just needed like more. As soon as I was so close to feeling something for the stories that I was reading, the characters that I was reading about, they pulled me out of it. I was so close to like feeling something and it just never happened. I stayed just so uncaring, unflinching about what these characters were going through. And yeah, I like the ending, don't get me wrong. It was so cool how the author wrapped everything up together. I was here for it, but then yeah, no, it just no. The book is really beautiful though. That is probably why I bought it, regretfully almost. Okay, and then books that I have yet to read that are on Kindle Unlimited that have that fall vibe. It's gonna be Belladonna as well as the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So those are on my list. But yeah, that's gonna be it for my Kindle Unlimited fall recommendations for October 2025. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Bye!